tell that to a 13-year-old who that's his only goal in
Yeah.
life, you know.
And this brings up what I think about often in regard to our favorite hobby, or one of our favorite hobbies, and that is how the degree of seriousness with which we view our own passion.
Mm-hmm.
Are video games being taking themselves too seriously? Are gamers too serious?
Gamers are too serious
Yeah,
about video games.
much
That's
too
the
uptight.
problem.
The biggest problem with gamers, and I was thinking about this the other day, and I don't want to insult half the world here, but what people got to understand is there's no greater hell than to be mediocre at the things you love, and most people suck at video games. I mean, people who play video games all the time suck at video games. They're not as good as they think they are.
But they're really good at like pulling the plug on some other dude.
Yeah.
That's what they're good at.
I mean, it's one thing. I'm not as good as I think I am because I play some stuff. I'm like, I got really good at that. Then I watch a video online, like, oh, never mind.
Yeah.
You know?
I just casually play now.
Yeah, it's like even if I'm playing something like Mario Galaxy, I was stuck on one area. I died like 20 times.
It was the Luigi.
It wasn't Luigi. It was something more simplistic than that. It was one of the roll ball stages.
Okay.
And I'm just like,
It is our
I'm
trick.
better than that.
Yeah.
I know I'm better than that, but I'm not. And a lot of people, it's one of those sad facts of life that you can spend your entire life doing something and not be nearly as good as you think you are. There's a show, Joes versus Pros. Do you know it?
I don't.
It's a good show. They take over the hill, aging, fat athletes and put them against young, spry, regular Joes, and the regular Joes get their asses kicked every damn time.
Really?
Yeah, because there's a reason these people are getting paid what they're getting paid. Professional athletes, that's a skill that not everybody has.
Yeah, true.
And just because you think you can do it doesn't mean you can't do it. And having that, rudely shown to you by someone, Jerry Rice, who's in his mid-thousands right now. And, he's still out
and looking great, dancing like a star.
Yeah, and he's outrunning these, 21-year-old college dropouts. And they're like, what happened? Oh, yeah, I guess I'm not that good.
I guess he's Jerry Rice.
Yeah, like they had, people were boxing Roy Jones Jr. And I was like, I don't even know why they did that.
This has to be Fox.
But yeah, it's on Spike, which I guess is
same difference. Same difference.
But yeah, a lot of people aren't as good at games as they think they are.
Yeah.
And that gives them a sense of when they do get somebody down, when they do beat somebody, or even if they're consistently beating somebody, it's like, well, I'm good at this.
So
I'm an elitist now.
what perhaps we're proposing is that, go ahead.
Well, I was going to say that the first time I saw evidence of that really being an issue was on the Diablo 2, I think was the first big one. I mean,
huge.
StarCraft had some issues, but StarCraft had balance issues. Diablo is actually a very well-balanced game.
Okay.
But there are also people that just wanted to get online with like a level 40 character and then sit outside, the starting town and just kill anybody level 2 or so that walks out.
Yeah.
Just for the sake of ruining the game for other people.
Yeah. That was the first game I heard it happening with.
Yeah. And it took Blizzard 3 years or so
something like that,
to get to the point where you couldn't do it anymore.
Really?
And even then it was still a problem. They just had to make it so that certain servers you couldn't do it on.
I
It's
see.
still a problem with World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought that thing was, I've never played it, but I've heard it's perfect.
Well, no.
No,
I think that's one of the draws of the
it's-
MMORPG, too.
It's better than most of them have been in the past, but it's still got some serious flaws in it.
Yeah.
That prevent some people from enjoying the game
Sure.
ever because of other people that are playing the game.
It's just like, in terms of, WoW is to MMOs what Halo is to first-person shooters.
Yeah.
It's very accessible. It's very user-friendly.
Yeah.
But that doesn't entail great.
So, do you think that all these very serious gamers, and these come in all kinds of ages. I mean, I've noticed it's not just kids our age who, we're seasoned, we know what we're talking about. They're youngsters, they're older, they're all these people. They take games very, 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 very seriously. And I wonder if it's born out of a kind of an inferiority complex, like you mentioned.
Somewhat, I think, and also a little bit of it is that I want to be cool factor.
Which is weird because we've been here long enough to know that this is what geeks used to do.
This is what geeks still do. I mean, it's one of those things. Everybody's a geek. Everybody's a geek.
Yeah, exactly.
About
That's the truth.
Even
That's
a
the
car
truth.
geek or a sports geek, whatever. It's just some things are more socially acceptable than others.
Pick your thing. Right.
Like, I mean, you watch a guy. I just do this all the time. You see a guy walking down the street, Michael Jordan jersey, Michael Jordan shorts, and Michael Jordan shoes.
Right.
Walking down the street. Now you see a guy come out dressed as like Goku or something.
Okay. And who is that?
From Dragon Ball Z.
Got you. All right.
But it's just like, or let's say Mario. Someone's dressed as Super Mario, walking down the street. Now who's gonna get their ass kicked? But they're doing the exact same thing.
Right. You're right.
So,
You're right. Actually, that's a very good point. It is a very good point.
It's just one of those things. But I mean, the being geek is now cool. Like you said last week, things are getting fatty, and being a geek is a fad. It's a cool
Oh,
fad
fatty.
right now.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Not
Yes.
fatty. Fatty.
Gotcha. Yeah, although, do you think that if you ask most gamers, like for instance, our man here who's gone, he plays very serious games, takes his games very seriously. I'm not, saying it's a bad thing, but if you asked him, perhaps, do you think this is geeky what you're doing?
I say no.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think video games are taken seriously, not as the way we hardcore gamers. I'm sure people listen to us and they're just like,
Dinosaur talk.
about, yeah. Well, and not only is it old and outdated, but it's very hardcore geek, and I have a feeling some of that might be coming from people who are playing perhaps the same games, but coming from a different angle. And I know a lot of people who play particularly Madden, the couch football jocks, the couch jocks. Yeah. I really don't think they realize they're playing a geeky game. Yeah. And it's at that point where I say, you're right, maybe Madden's not geeky, but your Tiger Woods collection, that makes you geeky.
It's one of those things.
And it's a fun geeky. I love it.
Well, it's kind of weird though. It's like if you take something like, and I hear it a lot, is the kiddie factor of a lot of like say Nintendo games and things like that. It's like it's not cool, but I mean it's just as fun. It's just as serious if you take it that way.
Yeah.
But they look at that and it's like that's geeky. But you know what? I'm honestly, I look at some people playing Madden. This doesn't go out to everybody, or the Halos or the Sniper Elites of the world.
Yes.
It's almost they're douchey about it. They're very douchey about it. The most douche game I can think out there right now is Guitar Hero. Because people take it so very serious.
Yes, they do.
It's not well designed, and it's uncomfortable as sin.
Well, but that's a different issue. I mean, you might be right. I enjoy it, and I know my little cousins dig the hell out of it.
The other funny thing to me is there's this phenomenon, specifically with Guitar Hero, that as a guitar player, people love nothing more than to beat me at Guitar Hero. It's like, this isn't anything like guitar.
Right.
The same way, if you're really good at Madden, I can kick your ass at football.
Right.
It has nothing to do
different
with how good you are at a game. Like I guarantee you, Smoke on the Water, easiest song guitar to play. If you can play a Guitar Hero, you will not be able to play it on guitar.
Right.
It literally is 2 fingers on the guitar.
I heard that
so
from
easy
a
to
lot
play.
of guitar heroes, real life guitar players. Yeah. Is one of the reasons they don't like the game is how far from the source material it is. Yeah. Which I play a lot of rhythm games, so I have to take that into account because playing DDR is not dancing.
Right. Although it's as close as anything out there.
You can freestyle on it, and you can. But it's not dancing. Playing Beatmania doesn't make you a DJ. Playing Drummania does mean you have to play. You have to know how to play the drum. There's no ifs, ands, not the rock band drum set.
Which I dug. I played it at Best Buy the other day. I liked it.
It's okay, but it's a.
I've never played Drummania though. I've never played Drummania.
Well, if you've seen one and saw the other,
really,
all of Rock Bands is a child's toy.